What I want to look at is why we actually tell stories, and I would suggest that you have a little look at I Don't Want to Dance on the YouTube site, or Duck Said Quick, before you actually listen to what I'm about to say. Well, why do we tell stories? And I've got to say, well, as I go around the country and I talk to people, I say, why do we tell stories? And I say that the first and most important reason is it's fun. It's fun to have somebody tell you a story. It's all engrossing. The way that somebody can engage with you, catch your eye, tell you something that you might have experienced yourself, or just taking you on a journey. Because a story is not like a runaway train that starts at the top of the hill and has to cascade and get down to the bottom without maybe going off to one side a little bit. It's not a series of words that have to be blurted out. It's actually a story. It's an enjoyable experience for the teller as well as the listening. Because you should be enjoying the story and remembering that a lot of the people that you are telling this story to, this will be the first time that they've ever heard it. So they don't know, perhaps, if you've missed a little bit out, or it's because it's the familiarity. Well, another reason for telling stories, especially to young children, is about the participation and the concentration that's involved in that. To try and repeat someone's been sitting in my chair, or someone's been eating my porridge, and to know about that, you have to think about prediction, that they know which part of the story is going to come next. And a lot of the traditional tales are Three Little Pigs, the Three Billy Goats Gruff. There's a lot of repetition within them, and that helps a young child to predict what's going to happen because they know where they're up to. And no one is expecting you to listen to a story every single word. The whole joy of having a story told to you is that your mind can wander, and especially if it's a predictable story with 3 separate parts to it, you can let your mind wander, come back in, enjoy the cadence of the voice. And talking about that, the way that traditional stories let you know how somebody's a good character is usually by the way that they say things, and a bad character will be saying something like, yum, 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 piggy wicky for my tum. And it's not so much that they are described as bad, it's the things that they say. Also, with young children, it's about speaking and listening. That if they can dip into a character and pretend to be somebody else, like the big bad wolf, and then come back to being themselves, then they've got a certain amount of social and emotional control. And the other aspect of telling a story to young children is the fact that you are entering into a contract. It's not, you will listen, it's, I'm usually quite busy, but what I'd like to do is, I would like to say that you are so important in my life that I want you to sit down with me and I'm going to tell you a story, but I need you to understand that you need to participate and concentrate and listen. Also, in a larger group, it's about socialisation. That this is a chance to get children to really sit down and concentrate. We've briefly touched on the sequencing within a story, but traditional stories are very good because they have a set beginning, they have a set middle and a set ending. And for young children, that's what you really want them to understand, that a story just goes in a straight line. The good guys are good, the bad guys are bad, and there is a conclusion to this story. And in the instance of Duck Said Quick or I Don't Want to Dance, for little ones, that's as much as they need to know about understanding diversity within the world. Lots of traditional stories have coping strategies and how to resolve problems. Out of all of these reasons for telling a story, the most important one for me is to make it fun for yourself and fun for the children who listen. Don't tell me, 'cause I don't want to know if you know when it all fell apart. Did you hold that minute, did you touch that hour when we broke our hearts? Stop shouting at me that you never loved me, never could have come this way. There'd have been no minutes, there'd have been no hours, no memories of days. I just don't know if you'd ever tell me, day that it all went astray. We've had our minutes, we've had our hours, now we've had our days.